Welcome, everyone.
Old-Fashioned Football's 2026 Top 12 Fantasy Football Quarterbacks on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by the SGPN app. Get all of our picks and podcasts with the free SGPN app.
Hey, what's up? This is Sam Acho, and you're listening to Old Fashioned Football.
Welcome to Old-Fashioned Football. We are back. You might not even recognize us. It's been so long, but we're happy to be back. And if you're wondering who you're listening to, this is JMark. You'd be like, I haven't seen that dude for a while. I am back from having one foot in the grave, it felt like, but here we are. Before I keep going to talk about my top 12 fantasy football quarterbacks, because I know her list is going to be different and it's going to cause all sorts of disagreements, and that's fun. I got to introduce my co-host on the pod end in life. You can find her on the exit, the Mir. Mark. Mir, how you doing today?
Doing good.
It's been a while.
It has been. This feels really weird. It feels like
Yes.
It's been too long. You've been down for like 3 weeks.
Yes, I've been very ill. Went through some, I guess, some health stuff. We are back. And back and better than ever, hopefully, right?
Hopefully.
And in case you missed the intro there, or in case you didn't read the title of the podcast, we're talking some fantasy football.
Yes.
We omitted this last year because of some changes, and we got some comments about omitting it and not having it. And so we said, you know what? We got to make it part of our show. I think now is as good a time as any to kind of tease the regular season.
I feel like it's late to tease it.
I don't think it's late.
It's late.
For the regular season, we're going to be running 3 shows.
Yes. Oh, wait. Maybe I misunderstood what you
weren't listening, were you?
I wasn't listening. I thought you
I said to
Yes.
tease how we're going to
do it. I thought you were. I'm thinking fantasy football already, and I was pulling up my notes on my list here.
Well, anyways, we're going to run 3 shows during the regular season.
We're going to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. Wednesday, wife approved bets. Wednesday, I'll be here giving out my best bets for that week. And you're going to be saying if I'm allowed to spend our money on them or not, basically. Yeah. Thursday, what do we got going on Thursday?
2 shows. 2 shows, because that's going to be our whiskey.
Yeah.
Thursday is whiskey time. We're also going to, before the whiskey, we're throwing in.
After the whiskey.
No, you're right. We're going to do whiskey early.
Yeah.
But after the whiskey, before the Thursday night football game, we'll do some start sits. We're going to bring that back.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll have a whiskey show. Keep it complete. Not completely separated. We'll probably still talk a little whiskey here and there. We'll drink a little whiskey here and there. But we're going to keep it separated so that we can give more time to the actual whiskey we're drinking, talk about it more, talk about the distillery, the process, all that fun stuff that's really interesting with it. And then, bringing the start sits back. So I'm excited about that. Shout out to the chat. Look at this beautiful couple. Jamie says, Jamie, what's up? I feel like it's been a minute. Mama saying, woohoo, so glad you're back. I'm glad I'm back. I wasn't sure for a while there. I'm glad I'm back.
We're already getting some quarterback comments.
Oh, yeah. Caleb Williams for QB and Josh Allen.
Which I can't disagree there.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of whiskey, what are we drinking today?
Well, due to you're on the mend.
I'm on the mend.
We're not gonna bring the whiskey back in just quite yet.
No. So we're drinking water. The system needs time to heal.
Yes.
We're going to get to our top 12 fantasy football quarterbacks because that's what we're here to do. But before we do, I got to let you know that we're brought to you by, the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, the podcast we podcast for. And they are giving away an exclusive SGPN DGens only jacket for free, only for subscribers, though. All you got to do is go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/jacket to enter today and be a subscriber. And that is a sick looking jacket. Miranda already told me that if I had that, she would do whatever I wanted.
Oh my God.
Because she just thought it was so sick. So you want this because
the jacket is sexy.
Yeah, you're going to get so much tail wearing this thing in the casino and clubs if you're single or at home if you're not. So you definitely want to win that. Again, all you got to do is subscribe and go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/jacket. All right. Are you ready for this?
I was not prepared for that.
I know you weren't. I knew I was going to throw you. That's part of the fun. Are you ready for these lists?
Yeah. And I noticed that you want me to go first.
I always let you go first. Ladies first. That's how it goes.
You want me to break the ice with I can tell you.
If you want me to go first, I will.
No, I will. But I can tell you that, every year we pull the other stats. I'm really big on stats. I go above and beyond.
You're a statistician. Well, you were a biology major, so gathering data is a big part of science.
Yes, and there's a science to fantasy football.
Nerd.
Stop it. But I have players in here, I know my list is going to be controversial because there are players that currently for their ADP, they're in the top 12 or they're going as if they were top 12 and I wouldn't draft them. I'm not drafting them. I'm staying away from them, or I just don't agree, or I see more value in players who even aren't in the current top 12 for ADP.
Yeah, and there are people that I think are going to hear my list and think I'm trying to rage bait them. I'm not. It's just how I would draft. It's just how I'm drafting. Mm-hmm. I tend to have a different opinion sometimes on these things. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm hoping it works out. By the way, Jamie's saying he'll be disappointed if you don't have Stafford in your top 12. Well, you just have to stick around and find out. Are you wanting to lead?
Yeah, I'll lead.
Okay. Number 12, because we're going 12-1. I think it's silly to go 1-12. So we do a countdown to the number 1 spot. Mm-hmm. Number 12, who you got?
Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
And he's currently going at an ADP of 6 right now. Mm-hmm. They don't have AJ Brown. They've got a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I think he's a top 12. I have him right at the end. He maybe could be interchangeable with some people I have past 12, 13 through 15 spot.
Sure. The guys are close.
But he has that rushing
upside.
Thank you. Yeah, I was looking for upside. I was going to say potential, but I wanted upside. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, no, I've got him at 12.
Yeah. Hard for me to argue that. I don't have him at 12, but I will talk about him in just a little bit. At number 12, this is where right away people are going to think I'm rage baiting. I'm not. I have Joe Burrow. Going at an ADP of QB4. I know it's an unpopular opinion. Last year, he started the first 2 games before getting injured. Mm-hmm. Go figure. That's his MO. He gets injured. He finished 28th and 30th in those 2 games. Not great. He did come back in week 13, had 3 top 5 finishes. So I get that people are going to say he should be higher. I don't trust his health, though. I don't trust the offensive line to block for him, and I don't trust him to stay healthy. I still felt like I had to work him into my top 12 because of his talent when he is on the field, but I worry about him being on the field.
I have him 13.
You have him 13. Okay, yeah.
So
right there.
I guess, actually, I kind of have him more maybe 14.
In the chat, Jamie's saying 12 is Stafford, and he thinks that's too low. And just a reminder to anybody listening, if you've not tuned into us, this is redraft rankings, not Dynasty. We're not doing Dynasty.
Yeah, we're not doing
right
Dynasty.
Yeah.
It's just redraft.
Just wanted to throw that out. But yeah, Joe Burrow, number 12. So, and you have him 14th?
Yeah, I just don't have him. He's not somebody I don't want to draft him. I'm staying away from him.
Yeah.
And even if I could get him at
the injury concern is too much.
It is. It's very concerning. And even if he was available in like the 12th round, there are other people I would take over him.
Yeah, sure.
I've got 12, 13 other players here I would take over him.
Okay. All right.
And be just as fine with in my league.
All right. Well, why don't you talk about your number 11 while I try to fetch out whatever's in my eyeball?
This is what you good there?
Yeah.
This is where I have Justin Herbert, and he is currently going at an ADP of 10. So, I mean, I've got him back a spot.
Yeah. Did not make my list.
He did not make your list.
He did not make my list.
They really?
Really?
I guess they do have a new OC, but there's not a lot of changes for them. And he's when you look at he has that rushing upside.
Yeah.
He's got, I guess, for yards thrown, he's not really in like the top 5, but I have him at 11 for a reason.
Yeah.
But he's still in like the top 10 for yards thrown for quarterbacks.
No, I get it. He's not in mine. Didn't make the cut.
Dependable. He's dependable. You were looking at last year, it was like an average fantasy football points of like around 18, 19.
Yeah, which is good.
It is good. That's like
consistency is key.
If you're getting him at like 10 or 11, or I have him at 11, that's what you probably would hope to get out of your
fair enough
quarterback.
Fair enough. Just not on mine. My number 11
at all.
No, not at all. My number 11.
Why though?
I just don't trust Justin Herbert. I think he's a okay quarterback, but he doesn't move my needle. He doesn't move the needle for me. I think they're going to focus on that run game a little bit. I know that they got the crazy OC who came from Miami as the head coach, the guy that didn't shower after losing games and all that stuff. I'm not a Herbert believer. Plus, just got engaged or married or something to Madison Beer, I think is her name, something like that. He's going to be distracted. I've already seen him at training camp, and they're like, she's like playing with his hair, and he's all goo eyed. He's going to be.
How long have they been together? Do you know? I need to know the relationship history for that goo eyed, where he's like.
I think it's fairly new.
Fairly new.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're engaged or getting married or are married or something. I don't remember. I didn't pay that much attention because I didn't care. But anyways, I think he's going to play distracted. My number 11 is your number 12. That's Jalen Hurts, ADP of 6, like you said, QB9 last year. Numbers seemed to be carried by the first half of his season, where he had 5 top 10 finishes. He fell off a little bit after that. He had one top 5 finish after that. He was 9 last year. I think he just drops to 11. It's not a huge fall. I just think the Eagles regress a little bit. And not to mention, both their top 2 receivers right now, Devonta Smith, Mekhi Lemon. I know it's early, first preseason game going on right now. So if you did tune into us instead of that, thank you. I appreciate that. But they're both dealing with hamstring injuries, and we have seen hamstring injuries linger. So if those 2 or even one of them can't go right away in the season, that's going to be a problem for them. So
I agree. Which
all right.
is why I have him at 12.
Yeah. We're close on Jalen Hurts. That's interesting.
We're at 10, right?
Yeah.
I've got Mahomes here.
Okay.
He is going at an ADP of 13. So he's outside the current top 12.
Yeah.
And I find this to be crazy. I know that.
Well, is the knee healthy? I know he's practicing. But Chase Daniel broke down some film where it looked like he's thrown a little gingerly on that knee.
Really?
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, I have. No, he's coming back and he's fine.
It is. I mean, again, we're like a month away, so it's early.
He's got some time still. But he finished at the last 2 years. He's finished at QB 11 last year, and I think in 2024, I think that's where he finished as well.
And that's amidst missing some games. Obviously.
Yeah, and I know last year I don't know for sure the exact number of games that he missed, but he was out some games last year.
I want to say it was week 13 he got injured. It was late in the season.
Yeah, was
So
he
he
out
missed
4 games?
I think so.
That sounds about right. But again, he puts up the numbers. He's reliable in fantasy football. I know he missed some games there, so that was whatever. But he was bringing in an average of over 21 points, and he's been consistent that way. He's still Mahomes. I'm not taking him like I know a couple of years ago he was going top 5. You know, but that's not. I don't see him there anymore. But he's still top 10.
Yeah. Mom says I don't think Mahomes will be terrible, but I think he won't be as god as he was.
Good as he was. Yep.
He did seem like a QB god for a minute there. So you got Mahomes at 10. My number 10. Gosh, I struggled on putting him in this list. Even I had him higher, and then I had him out of it, and then I did put him back in it. I don't know where you're going to have him or if you're even going to have him on there, but it's Brock Purdy. He's going at an ADP of QB14. He missed a lot of time last year as well. He's got to stay healthy, which is a challenge in San Francisco. We know that that's a challenge. He now has Mike Evans, which I think is going to be a huge red zone target. Deebo Samuel is back. I know Deebo is not who he once was, but he's not terrible either. He knows this offense. We've seen him succeed in this offense. It's unfortunate they're going to be without Ricky Pearsall for the rest of the year. He's out for the year. But they have George Kittle, who, again, if he's healthy, they have CMC, who is the best, I would say, pass catching back in the league, obviously. Yeah. And so there's a lot of positives there. And last year when he returned from injury, he finished 4th. Followed that up with 2 QB1 fantasy football performances. We're not going to talk about that last game against Seattle where he was 28th. But don't be looking ahead on my list there. I realized I just scrolled down. But yeah, Brock Purdy is my number 10.
Well, and this is going to be a weird stat because I manipulated the data. So I'm but here's why.
To work for you?
No.
I manipulated this so that it works for me.
And that's the passing completion percentage.
Okay.
If you like for all the quarterbacks who played last year, a quarterback who maybe was in for a game or something has like 100% or 80 or 90 because they only threw the ball like 5 times. Okay. I took those people out. So looking at your starting quarterbacks, Brock Purdy is in the top 5
in passing completion percentage. Yeah, I mean he's efficient, and that offense is efficient.
I have him at 13. He's my 13, and then I've got Burrow.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so he was on the
outside.
edge, just outside. I felt I don't know. He also averaged 20.8 fantasy points.
And you just shat on him.
I did, but he's right outside. I think there's players who are going to do better than him.
Our buddy, Mr. Nick Fortune, is going to be very disappointed in you.
And that's okay. He can take Brock Purdy with his first pick.
There you go. Spend all your auction money on him. Go for it.
Yeah.
All right, number 9. Who you got? And then we'll take a little break.
This one, he is currently going at an ADP of 15.
Okay.
And I have him at my 9, and that's Goff.
Okay. Yeah.
He gets overlooked every year.
It's not a sexy pick, but it produces.
But he's a top 10 quarterback.
No, I get it.
He continues to be a top 10 quarterback. I know that they've had some changes offensively. But he's like just steady, reliable.
Yeah.
I know that he doesn't have that rushing potential that I like to see in my QB1. But at 9, I mean, last year he was QB8. The year before that, he was QB6.
Yeah.
He's not.
He produces.
Yeah. They do have a new, I don't know who the coordinator is.
Drew Petzing.
Okay. They have a new offensive coordinator. Yeah. They do also have Jalen Waddle went there. No? Do I have that wrong? Where did he go?
Denver.
Why do I have
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's right above. I'm looking at.
You're looking at the wrong line.
No, I put him. What is going on here? Hold on.
I don't know. You have to tell me.
No, that's wrong. Jalen Waddle went where?
Denver.
Yes. That's right. I knew this.
They gave up a first rounder for him, which I was not. I'm not a fan of that. I think he's going to do all right. I don't think he's going to do first rounder all right. But yeah, Drew Petzing is their new OC. He came from Arizona. Which it's not like Arizona had a great offense last year, right? So I don't know if that worries me as a Bears fan. But again, I thought Jared Goff was going to fall off last year. without Ben Johnson, and he didn't.
No, he didn't. I mean, the Lions didn't do anything great, but fantasy football,
yeah,
he was still relevant.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. I'll give out my number 8 real quick here. Or 9.
I was like,
number
wait,
9. Oh yeah,
we're on 9.
Well, we're not breaking after this one. We're going to break after 8.
Okay.
My number 9 is Bo Nix. Another person I struggled with where to put him, going at an ADP of QB15, which I think is too low. He had 4 top 6 finishes last year. He finished his QB7 overall. Now they add Jalen Waddle to his weapons. And despite what people think, I think Cortland Sutton and Jalen Waddle are going to be a very good wide receiver duo. He's got the rushing upside. He's a stud. And this Broncos team showed last year what they can do when they're firing on all cylinders. I just think he's going to continue to play at a high level. Maybe he's got to take another step forward to continue, but I don't get the QB15 after he finished QB7. I don't understand why he's going to fall down from there. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. 6 spots, and he got more weapons, like a more talented. I don't get it.
And you mentioned 4 top 6 finishes, but he had 6 top 12, so he had even more top 12 finishes. I have him at 8. I'm just gonna roll right into that because that's where I put him. Yeah, he, like you said, he finished as 7. I think he gets better.
Yeah, why is he
I still think I still have him at that 8 spot.
Yeah. Why do you think that he's going at 15 right now? Does that make any sense to you?
Like, it's because I think some of the quarterbacks who are going earlier than him. Yeah, even in the top 5 don't make sense to me.
Okay.
So I think it, when you're people are targeting players I don't have in my list, and it's gonna push everything down, I guess.
So people are just fucking crazy.
I don't know. I feel like either I'm way out of touch with it or
they are.
But
it's not us. It's
like
them.
I said, like neither one of us. Well, I don't even have Joe Burrow in my top 12, and he's going at an ADP of 4.
Right.
Who else did you put in there? Well,
I had Brock Purdy. You had him at 13.
That's fine. I have Mahomes in there. He's going outside of the top 12.
So far, we've been pretty close on Jalen Hurts. We've been pretty close on Bo Nix. We've not aligned on any number yet, but we've been close.
So who's your number 8?
This is where people are going to start laughing at me, and all I can say is fuck you. This is what I feel.
Okay.
Daniel Jones. Dan the fucking man. ADP of QB23. Insert your laugh track here. I don't give a shit. If you take out the games he missed or was injured in last year, he averaged QB12. He had 5 top 12 performances in 12 games, including 3 top 10. I think the Colts take a step forward. I think Jones has, with another year in this offense, he's healthy again. And let's not forget, he can still run pretty effectively, except when he trips himself. I've got high hopes for him. And I think Dan, the man, is going to surprise a lot of people.
No.
No. Yeah, you got to remember, this offense before he got hurt was pretty successful. 8-2. Their offense was clicking. He's got Jonathan Taylor that he can dump it off of. Is he a CMC? Not quite, but he's close in my opinion. Alec Pierce got
you have him at 8.
I'm
just thinking, like, I could a stretch would maybe he squeezes into that top 12 as a stretch.
He's number 8.
You have him all the way at 8.
Dan Jones, number 8 quarterback on the year, might be higher, but I've got him at 8. Serial checking in. We're at 8. I must have missed Dak's spot by now.
Dak has not come up yet.
Neither one of us have talked about Dak yet.
We are going. We started at 12 and we're working our way down.
I'm not saying if we're going to, but Jamie saying I'm wrong on Danny Pennies. We'll see, but I disagree. I'm not wrong in my head. I will tell you that.
I do not.
I knew it would be unpopular.
I don't like this. Though. It's unpopular with me too. It's not.
I knew it. We're going to talk about quarterbacks 7 through 1 in a minute here. But Miranda, before we do,
oh my goodness,
let everybody know about Underdog.
We are brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Spreads, money lines, totals, and parlays are all available over on Underdog. Plus, Best Ball Mania is the best way to play fantasy football and has $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. The best part is Underdog is available in a ton of states, including spreads, money lines, totals, and parlays in Iowa. Underdog also has an awesome offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code OFFSGPN.
We're also brought to you by Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade spreads, moneyline totals, futures, and much more. Kalshi has everything in there available in a ton of states. Terms and conditions do apply. Make sure you read the fine print, as always. But if you trade $25, you can get up to $500 over on Kalshi using our promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. All right, and we're back to go right into number 7.
7.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Dak Prescott, that's where I have him on my list.
All right. So you got here just in time, Serial.
He is currently going at an ADP of 8. I have him one up from that at 7.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Just looking
Not
at...
on my list, just so you know. So I'm sorry, Serial.
Well, I can tell you this too. This is the manipulated data, but it's only manipulated because I removed I removed backup quarterbacks.
You're
from this
manipulating
list.
the data to work.
Well,
in your
looking at
favor.
last year's passing completion percentage, that's what I'm looking at, but I'm not going to include not your starters.
Okay.
Fair
enough.
Not your guys who came in for one game and threw 5
Right.
passes
No, I
and
get
made
that.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Or made whatever.
But
no, he is in the top 5. I think he's just he's at number 5 for pass completion percentage. He threw for
he throws for a lot of yards.
yeah, his yards last year over 4,500 yards. He came in like 3rd, I think, for yards.
When he's got CD, he's got George Pickens. So yeah.
Yeah, and again, he threw a ton of touchdowns last year. Like when you're looking at all the things that are going to give you those fantasy points, he was a touchdown machine. He did have some of those interceptions, but everything else kind of offset that. He was kind of middle road. He had like 10 interceptions last year.
Now I will say if Dan Jones comes out looking really poorly, I'm going to deny ever having put him in my list, and Dak will be my number 8.
Well, there's also like no notable changes for the Cowboys. Like that would impact his performance to have him be worse.
Yeah.
He finished as QB5.
Right.
So really,
the chat loves your Dak pick. Jamie's got him at 7-2. Serial says top 5 offense. My list is all wrong, Jamie says, so we can just ignore it. Also thinks that Dak will lead the league in touchdowns if all his weapons stay healthy. And Serial says 30 touchdowns, 10 INTs. Disrespect from me, I believe. But he is not my number 7. He's not in my top 12. I do apologize. My number 7, I think you already talked about this guy, Jared Goff.
You have him up higher?
I have him at number 7.
I have him at 9.
Like you said, ADP of QB16. He's repeatedly slept on over and over, drafted outside the top 12.
Yeah, but I don't think he gets better.
Year. He's QB8 last year. I have him moving up 1 spot. He's consistently healthy. He performs well with his plethora of weapons. I mean, you got Amon-Ra, you've got Sam Laporta, Jamison Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Ben Johnson affected this. When he left, it affected this offense, but it didn't affect Jared Goff, I feel like. I don't know if that makes full sense. I just feel like the offense was less explosive, but Goff still seemed to put up the same amount of points. So, yeah, I have him at number 7.
Okay. I don't know if I see him going that high.
Well, obviously you don't. You have him at 9, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just don't.
So I get it.
Okay. All right. Well, we're moving on to 6.
Yeah.
That's where I have Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
He finished, let me see here.
Talk about disrespect, but
no,
all right.
He finished as QB4, but he was top 5 for interceptions.
Yeah.
He had that. I think he had like 12 interceptions last year. He is up there for touchdowns, but like when you look at, I guess, in yards too, but not top 5 for me. So I have him at 6.
Okay.
That's where I have him, right? That's what we're on.
That is what we're on. You tell me. I don't know your
Sorry,
list. I can't even decode
I'm going back
what you
and
have over there.
I know.
You got your computer with all these highlights on it, and
I know.
You've got your paper.
I
and
color
your
coded all
passion
different things
to the
because
left there with stuff written on it.
I have like I'm all the way through A through R on my spreadsheet and columns for all these different stats that I have and how I ranked them, and then I have my notes over here.
That's fair.
And I did switch him around. I almost had him at 5, and then I switched him. That's why I was looking at that. But anyway.
All right. So he was your number 6.
He
Trevor
is
Lawrence.
my number 6.
My number
I do
6.
think
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
he is somebody who I know last year he was averaging over 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to keep producing that, going to be more reliable for fantasy points. And again, this is someone or a team where there wasn't any really notable changes that would impact. So he should,
That's fair.
stay steady.
Yeah, that's fair. My number 6, the chat's already talked about this guy a little bit, Matt Stafford, going at an ADP of QB12. He was QB3 last year. Why do we think he's going to drop 9 spots? I don't. I do have him obviously falling 3 spots due to father time, and I think they do run the ball a little bit more with Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. Blake Corum started looking pretty good last year towards the end there, so I think they both get more involved. I still think Stafford's going to throw it a lot. He had 9 top 10 quarterback finishes last year. Puka Nacua is one of those guys that just seems uncoverable. So he's going to continue to sling it to him. Sean McVay, really good head coach. And again, we've said it before, but I think this is the last ride. And so I think he's going to show up and ball out in the last ride. Sky's the limit, really. I think he could finish higher than this, but I've got him at 6.
I think he finishes higher.
Okay, so he must be higher on your list.
He is higher on my list. But not yet. We won't get there yet.
Fair enough.
All right.
So number 5.
This is where I have Jackson Dart.
Okay. Cyril's not going to like to hear that.
I know. When looking at his performance last year, let's see, he finishes QB 14. Obviously, I have him bumped way up. His current ADP is at 9. I have him at 5 he has a lot of rushing upside. And they have a new head coach. They have John Harbaugh going over there.
Former Ravens. It's going to be weird to see him not coaching the Ravens.
They do have Matt Nagy's over there now. I didn't know. That's not really like I don't know. He did okay. He's not a good head coach.
Right.
But he was a good offensive coordinator when he was on the Chiefs.
As Bears fans, we're obligated to not like Matt Nagy.
I know. But anyway, with his rushing yards, he's in the top 5 for rushing yards, top 5 for rushing touchdowns.
Wait, we're on number 5, right?
We are on number 5.
All right. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just would like to piggyback off that we have an agreement. Number 5 on my list is Jackson Dart.
Okay.
So I just all of a sudden realized we have an agreement.
Yeah, we do.
So I'll add on top of yours whenever you're ready.
No, go ahead. Start saying stuff.
Finished his QB 14 last year without Malik Neighbors for a lot of those games, and with Scadaboo getting injured in multiple games and Dart himself missing multiple games. He had 8 top 12 finishes in fantasy football. Neighbors looks healthy. Scad is healthy for now. And Harbaugh has said he wants to use him like he used Lamar Jackson. You're going to see him run the ball more. Does that worry me a little bit with injuries? Maybe, but injuries are part of the game. It could happen. He does run the ball well, which we know leads to high fantasy football points. And just remember, he didn't start until week 4.
Russell Wilson was starting.
Didn't start until week 4 last year. Missed 2 games injured after that and still finished his QB 14.
He would have finished had he started the whole season and not missed any time. He would have finished obviously a lot higher than where he was. Yeah. So I definitely think
I'm shocked we have an agreement. To be honest, I mean, if you think about all the quarterbacks, I kind of feel like we might agree on number 1. We'll see. I don't know who you have there, but I think
we should agree on number 1.
To me, there's just one person you have to put there.
You have to.
Yeah.
But I'm actually surprised we don't have. In past years we've had a lot more
discrepancies.
No, similar.
Similar.
Or very close.
I guess that's true.
I just think that the way these guys are going off the board right now in drafts.
We were talking about that a little bit.
Is just it makes me uncomfortable.
Before earlier today when you were looking at your list and stuff and you were comparing to new ADP.
Yeah, I updated
because
I updated our ADP because there were some changes since this was first put together a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, before when we thought I was going to be able to go, and then
so I had to rework some stuff here.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna talk about the top 4 find out who's in our top 4 in just 1 minute here. But before we do, I got to let you know that we're brought to you by the Circa Contest. The greatest NFL handicapping contest is back and better than ever with $30 million in prizes, $20 million for Circa Survivor, $6 million for Circa Million, and $4 million for Grandissimo. I actually think the money's even higher now. Sign up in Nevada and play from anywhere. Circa Sportsbook now takes Bitcoin. Head over to footballcontest.com and use promo code SGPN to get $50 off your proxy fees, because you're going to need a proxy unless you're traveling to Vegas every single week. Good for you if you are. But the week you should be going out there is the contest weekend, August 27th to 29th, and you can get 15% off your stay at the Circle with promo code SGP15. And, there's going to be guys out there like Sean Stacking the Money Green, Ryan Real Money Kramer, Moneyline Mac, Colby, the database will be there. So make sure you go out and say hi to them, get 15% off your stay, and don't forget to go to footballcontest.com, use promo code SGPN to get $50 off your proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is now nationwide. Yeah, they're back and available in almost every state, including California, Texas, and New York, where you normally can't gamble. You can with Novig. If you use an odds screen, Novig has some of the best prices in the market. Download the Novig app and get a 100% purchase match up to $25 using our promo code SGPN25. All right, we're back. You ready for the top 4?
I am.
I already know we're going to have, I feel like we're going to have a lot of differences in there.
Well, I do too.
Are you moving? I saw you making new highlights. Are you moving people around already?
No. I was highlighting players we haven't talked about. There are 4 spots left. Yes. We haven't talked about Caleb Williams.
Correct.
We haven't talked about, I'm looking at the current ADP.
Yeah.
Based on current ADP, we haven't talked about Caleb Williams. We haven't talked about Jaden Daniels. We haven't talked about Drake May, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. I think we've talked about everybody else in the
2 of those people might not even be on my list. Let's find out.
Well,
who's your number 4?
Caleb Williams.
Okay.
He's currently going at an ADP of 7. I debated, so I didn't know where to put him. I didn't want to be biased by being a Bears fan and the excitement. He's going to be good even better this year.
Yeah.
He's very talented. He had 2 QB1 finishes last season, 9 top 12 finishes.
Mm-hmm. And he's magic.
He is. And I think that we've gotten better on defense. I think we've gotten better on offense.
Yeah.
I know we don't have DJ Moore, but right. I'm not concerned about that because I think we have plenty of weapons.
Agreed.
And he obviously has that rushing upside. I'm high on him this year.
We have Ben Johnson, who might be the smartest guy in football.
Yeah.
I mean, he just might be.
It's our second year with Ben Johnson, so we've got to get better. We're going to be fire this year.
Yeah. I had him at 4, and then my bias did take over, and I pushed him higher, so I'm not going to talk about him yet. Number 4, I've got Drake May, going at an ADP of QB3. I've seen some people taking him as QB1, and honestly, it's hard for me to say that you're wrong there. I do think he was QB2 last year. I think
he was QB2 last year, and he is
he's got a very high ceiling. I just have him at 4. He had top 12 finishes last year.
He is number 1 for pass completion percentages for these top.
I would be curious to know the air yards on that, because I don't feel like he throws a ton of deep balls, so I'm curious to the air yards or even the yards at attempt. I guess I'm looking at your spreadsheet over there. 8.9 yards at an attempt. I guess that's not bad.
Yeah, that's top 5 in the league. That's actually number 1. Number 1.
and they do have AJ Brown now.
They have AJ Brown.
Yeah.
He is top 5 for total yards. He is.
So I'm assuming
number 3 for total touchdowns.
I'm going to assume you have him higher than
top 5 for
4.
rushing yards and rushing attempts.
Am I correct?
I have him higher than you.
Oh, yeah,
I disagree with your number 4 there.
Where do you have him?
I have him at number 2.
Oh, okay. Well,
so I know he's going at an ADP of 3, but
talk about your 3rd.
I have him as 2.
I'll let you talk about him in a second.
3 is where I have Stafford, and people are going to think I'm crazy. But it is
I get it.
Stafford wasn't. If you want to talk about hold on, let me just pull Stafford up here. He was again number 1 for total yards.
Yeah,
he threw over 4,700 100 yards last season. They have no notable changes on this offense or team. I think that this is something we agree on of like Super Bowl bound.
Rams,
I think that
Super Bowl bound.
this is going to be
It's the Rams or the Bears. One of those.
Like, yeah.
For the NFC.
Yep.
One of them.
This is a solid team. I know he is older, but he is still producing.
Yeah.
He, I'm sorry, my notes are way down here for him. But top 5 for yards. We said that Drake May was 8.9. He's 7.9.
Okay. Had a crazy amount of touchdowns.
He had the most touchdowns by far of any
Yeah.
quarterback at 46 touchdowns.
Yeah, I remembered that when I was looking at
The next
touchdowns,
highest was 34 by Goff.
And you can get him to lead the league in touchdowns at like 6-1. He led the passing touchdowns by a lot last year, and you're getting 6-1 on him. Are you kidding me?
12 more touchdowns than the next highest quarterback.
Yeah.
Who also is not even being drafted at an ADP of 1 through 12.
And if he stays healthy, I think that's an easy money bet, by the way.
Yeah. And who doesn't want 21, 22 fantasy points a week? He's reliable there.
Yeah.
You're going to get the points with him. So I have him at 3 because he is somebody I would take early like that.
Now, when I mentioned Stafford, I redeemed myself per Jamie. That's his most drafted quarterback, but he thinks 3's a little crazy. He thinks you're a little hard on Stafford there.
Nope.
A little too juiced on the Stafford. My number 3, I can't disagree with you. I think, again, when I talked about him, I said sky's the limit for him. So I could see it. My number 3 is Caleb Williams. Like I said, I had him at 4. I bumped him up to 3, ADP of 7.
I just don't know if this is the year that he gets goes up there. You think
he's going to go up there and he's going to stay up there. QB6 last year, he is one of the most poised quarterbacks in the league. And what I mean by that is it doesn't matter if they're winning by 14 or if they're down by 20 something. He is so poised. And he just finds his guys. I mean, we saw it against the Rams, and a guy like Stafford talked about that play and just said that there's maybe one other quarterback in the league that can make that throw. Maybe. He had 2 QB1 finishes last year, 9 top 12 finishes. Rome Odunze, a lot of people forgot he dealt with a foot injury off and on all last year. He's healthy. Luther Burden in his second year, ready to break out. Colston Loveland didn't come on until about the second half of the season. Now he's going to have that full season. Kmet is still a dog. They added Khalif Raymond, who knows this offense. He's going to be a hell of a third down weapon, in my opinion. And then they drafted Sam Roush at tight end, who I'm hearing from training camp looks like he is going to be more involved in the passing game than originally expected. He was the top athletic tight end in the draft this year. So, give me Caleb Williams at number 3. By the way, Josiah Hoy checking into the chat saying Max Brosmer will throw for 4,500 yards this season and win the Super Bowl. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming, buddy.
All right. So
number 2, we're down to the top 2.
And I already said that's where I have Drake May.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay,
hang on.
Yeah.
Drake May is your number 2.
Yeah.
You have not mentioned who?
I have not mentioned Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen.
Okay.
And they are all going, like Jaden Daniels is ADP of 5. Lamar Jackson is going at an ADP of 2. Josh Allen, ADP of 1.
Yeah. I like that. It seems like we've omitted. I mean, I don't know who your number 1 is. I have a feeling again.
Do you think it's Jaden Daniels?
No, God, I hope not. That's like podcast canceling.
So 50. So we're between my number 1 between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen.
Yeah,
we'll see who you think it is.
Yeah, I guess I won't talk about who
you think. You
yet.
Think I wouldn't have Josh Allen in my top 12?
No, I'm just I'm seeing that we omitted, I think, 2 of the same people.
I think so. I'm thinking so.
So that makes me feel a little I guess justified in it, or
it makes
validated.
Me feel better too if you omitted Jaden Daniels
valid.
and Lamar Jackson from your top
Jaden
12.
Daniels isn't going to stay healthy. Have you seen his legs? They're like this big around. Not even joking. I'm pretty sure my fist is thicker than Jaden Daniels' legs. Those are going to get hurt again.
Last season, his first injury, he had a knee injury.
Yeah.
Then he had a hamstring injury.
Then
he dislocated his elbow, and then he was out again because he re-aggravated that same elbow.
Which is how I thought. Unfortunately, that's how I thought his career was going to go. He wasn't injured at all his rookie year. I think that was a fluke. I think these injuries weren't the fluke. Him staying healthy was a fluke.
But even if so, I pulled in stats because he missed. Trying to remember how many games he was out.
Quite a few.
He did. He missed quite a few.
Yeah.
But even if, okay, take that out and just let's just do averages. There are 13 to 15 quarterbacks, because he has a rushing upside, but his average, his rushing upside, his average is really good there. But his yards thrown is tanked.
Yeah. Because
there's
not a very
15
good
more quarterbacks who can throw better than him.
Yeah, not a very good quarterback. Serial saying a lot of homerism with my Caleb Williams pick. And how can Caleb be ranked so high if he has the best running back with Roschon Johnson crushing the round game? I'm glad I was right on that. A lot of people thought I was dumb for saying fade Roschon, but every now and then the old JMark is right. Anyways, sorry. Number 2.
No, I'm
Drake
still
May.
talking about Jaden Daniels, why he's not he kind of scares me. I want to stay away from him. I think that there are more dependable, reliable quarterbacks who are going to outperform him.
Yeah.
I
don't know if I buy Washington as a good team anyway.
Well, and I was looking at that too. Where are the weapons to support?
Yeah. I mean,
him finishing
they just got
so high.
Stephon Diggs, but at this point in his career, this is his 4th or 5th team.
He's getting passed around. He has a very bad attitude. Not very. He's not a team player. Right. He's not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They don't have Debo anymore. They had him last year. Again, not that Debo is all that. They have Terry McLaurin. That's like their weapon. Yeah. I'm out on Jaden Daniels. I won't say who else I'm out of those people I don't want to bury the lead.
Well, I told you my number 2 is Drake May. So who's your number 2?
My number 2 is Trevor Lawrence, ADP of QB11, QB4 last year in his first year in Liam Cohen's offense, mind you. So we have like a Caleb Williams type effect as well, where now he's going into the second year of this offense, knows it better. Remember, this is a guy that was a huge prospect coming out into the NFL. He'd only lost I think 1 or 2 games at the collegiate level. Very impressive quarterback, just has not had the right coaching. He has the right coaching now. He finished last year with 5 top 5 finishes in the last 6 games. His last 4 games, he was QB1, QB2, QB5, QB3. Another year in this system, full off season to work on it. He could end up being QB1, but I have him at QB2.
With the amount of times he's thrown interceptions.
Doesn't matter because he throws touchdowns. He runs the ball. He's going to get the points. I mean, again, last 4 of last year. Okay, so it took him a while to get that offense going, right? It's kind of a complex scheme. Last 4, QB1, QB2, QB5, QB3. That's impressive numbers. Now take that over a full season. Finishes QB2.
We'll see. I mean, I got him at 6.
Now you will be sleeping on the couch if you tell me that Lamar Jackson is your QB1.
He's not. I think we agree on QB1.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Agreed.
Go ahead. What?
No, I was just going to say Lamar did not make my list because I think that offense regresses. I think that they can't run the ball as well. And so, yeah, I think I'm not in on the Ravens this year.
Well, he's not in, for him to go, he's going an ADP of 2. He's not in the top 5 for pass completion percentage, average yards per game. And I factored in the fact that he only played 14 games last season.
Yeah.
I am going to start.
You want me to take
coughing
over?
Do you have anything to drink?
Yeah, I do actually.
This is awful. This is not going to quit either.
Have some water because that's what we're drinking today. Yeah, well, I don't think he's going to be able to run like he has in the past either.
He's not in the top 5 for touchdowns, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, fantasy points. They lost key pieces of the offense with their offensive tackle. They did sign Kendall Lamb, but they also, they lost their guard, and then center Tyler Linderbaum.
Yeah.
That just totally like that offensive line is looking totally different.
Right.
And then
that's why I don't think they can run as well.
New head coach, new offensive coordinator. I
Yeah.
just think that there's a lot of changes happening here. And when you look at how he's been performing, I'm not taking Lamar Jackson at an ADP of 2.
Yeah, agree.
And he is not in my top 12.
No, same. And I figured that would be unpopular. But yeah, I think, we both have QB1 as Josh Allen.
Yes.
I don't think anybody's going to get on here and really argue us with that. He was QB1 last year. He's been QB1 or QB2 in the past 4 years. He has 2 QB1 finishes, 2 QB2s, 3 QB1 weekly finishes last year. It's Josh Allen.
QB2 in 2024.
Yeah. And then I think QB1 in 2023, QB2 in 2022, QB1 last year. He got DJ Moore. I know some people have downplayed that, but I think it's going to help. It's more weapons. And he still runs the shit out of the ball.
Yeah. He's got like one of the top pass completion percentages. I think he is number 1 for how many yards he rushes, and number 1 for rushing touchdowns. He had 14 of them.
And I don't want to jinx him. Yeah, 14. I don't want to jinx him, but he is durable. I mean, he gets banged up. He takes the hits, but he's a thick-bodied dude that he's durable. He doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
He is the top for the average fantasy football points
per game
from a quarterback. Who doesn't want that?
Yeah.
He's number 1 for a reason.
It's Josh Allen's league, and we're all living in it. So, but yeah, I think we obviously have some big differences in our lists. I think you're crazy for a couple. You think I'm crazy for a couple. The chat thinks we're crazy for a couple.
And that's okay. We'll see how this all pans out.
If everybody had the exact same rankings, how would you ever get a competitive advantage in fantasy football? You wouldn't. So
but I looked at a lot of different, like, we got our ADP from Fantasy Pros, but looking at a lot of different top 12 ADPs out there for quarterback, they're pretty consistent with what we set, like with Fantasy Pros.
Yeah.
I saw some where I think it was Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts were not going at the 5 and 6 position. But it's all, if people out there like who don't do their own rankings are following that, like I wouldn't want to take Lamar Jackson as number 2 in the top 5, in the top 10. And that's where he's going right now. And just, I guess, works in my favor.
Yeah, right. I mean, I draft with some of the people that they do just like pull up Fantasy Pros, and they run their stuff through that. And they just go based on what's recommended there. And I don't know. That doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. I'm trying to pull something up real quick here because I wanted to give a bet out, but I wanted the pricing on it to see if it updated. Okay. I love fast futures. It's on DK. You can get fast futures, and it's the most whatever after 3 weeks. Most passing touchdowns after 3 weeks. Caleb Williams, 16-1. We're going to be throwing the shit out of the ball, especially because our top safety is hurt. I don't think he'll be there in those first 3 weeks, so we're going to be having to throw the ball a little bit more. Those first weeks are going to be a little bit play from behind. I don't think we play anybody very intimidating either. So Caleb Williams, most passing touchdowns after 3 weeks, 16-1.
Yeah.
And congrats to Jamie getting accepted as a Fantasy Pros.
A fanny
Pro, a Fantasy Pros expert ranker this season. Nice.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else you wanted to add?
No, we're going to do running backs next.
We're going to do running backs tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central. Be there or fuck you don't. I mean, be there or check it out later is what I meant to say.
Feeling feisty.
Yeah. Hey, I'm back. It's good to be
You're
back.
not fully back yet. So
no.
Tone it down a little bit.
Right. I'm not fully back, but I'm feeling I'm getting there, and it's good to be back behind the mic.
Good.
It's good to talk football with you. We'll get the whiskey back in there eventually. Just got to
Very soon. We just need,
just got to give my system a little bit more time.
and we need
to
the
heal.
comparable ratings on our review. So
yeah, for sure. And then speaking of whiskey, we are going to have a distiller interview coming up. So tell your friends that like whiskey about that. Say, hey, it's going to be a live show where you can ask the distiller questions. And we're going to be tasting some whiskey with him. So that's going to be exciting.
And we will be doing a listener fantasy.
Yeah, speaking of fantasy
league.
Football, listener league, if you want in.
We need to start getting that filled. So if you are interested, please reach out to us.
Yep.
On any of our socials.
Yeah.
And
absolutely. Let us know.
It's first come, first serve where you need.
And last year we did fill up too fast. So I had to turn some people away. So make sure you let us know if you want to be in it.
And we're working out the prize.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably going to be similar to last year, but we'll figure that out. That's all I've got. Good luck drafting your quarterbacks. My list is more accurate than Miranda's.
Oh my gosh, it's not. We're going to see at the end of the season who is more accurate. Okay?
Fair enough. Who is there any quarterback that you think will go for $1 that is going to be worth much more than $1 in auction leagues?
Well, based on
not to put you on the spot there.
Yeah, well, based on where I know ADP is different for auction leagues.
Well, but
obviously, but based on what I'm seeing for Jared Goff, you're going to be able to get him for $1.
Jared Goff, Brock Purdy, and Dan Jones are my bargain.
Bo Nix
guys.
might even go for $1 or $2.
Yeah, if you don't have a Broncos fan in your league, he may go low as well. Yeah, I like that one. So
Brock Purdy's not going to go for $1. Not in our leagues.
I don't think so. Well, not in our leagues, no, because we live in Iowa, and
you're not going to get him for $1. But in
fans,
other leagues out there,
Dan Jones, he's going to be your best value. I know nobody agrees with me there.
As a QB2 for $1, backup quarterback.
Fair enough. I do think the chat's saying they like your list better, and they're blaming it on me being sick for so long. That's okay. Apologies if you can hear the dog barking at us.
She's done. She thought we were wrapping it up.
But auction budget. Since we just talked a little auction, why not do a little throwback? Going once, going twice.
Sold.
Old-fashioned football. Yeah. Whiskey in the left hand, microphone in the right. You ready for some football tonight? Pull it up, light it up, crank that sound. Old-fashioned football, we holding it down. JMark and Miranda, that power play combo. Talking NFL fire, whiskey in the bottle. Bring the ice, cause they dropping heat. Barrel strength bet, knock you off your seat.
Yo, game time, baby. Grab your glass and your phone. Keeping up with stats, single barrel picks, taking over the zone. Props and parlays, blowing up like code. They decode the league like a whiskey mode. Old-fashioned football, that's the crew, that's the fam. JMark and Mir, Mark, you know who I am. 200 episodes deep, grind so fine. Old-fashioned flavor, age like fine wine.